Denise Smith, and I'm the program manager for Rise Vermont. And I'm excited to be here today for our monthly update show to tell you a little bit about what's going on in the lives of our wellness specialist and our program. A couple of things from around the community. I'll start in St. Albans with Jessica Frost's work and Amy Brewer, who are working with the city and town of St. Albans on their Route 7 livability project. Very exciting things are happening there. We had more than enough people fill out the survey about what they would like to see and what their experience has been walking and biking out on Route 7. Very excited to see what the town and the city are going to come up with for a more productive, walkable, bikeable avenue to get out to our largest grocery stores in our community. Another quick update, we've been doing a lot of worksite wellness fairs. So that's something that's been really fun for our team to get out, meet the employees and the employers and share some of the great programming we have through our show up events this fall. And so we've been out and about in the community at a lot of our work sites, just sharing resources and talking to the employees of those businesses to get them to think about how to live healthier lifestyles. Our Maple Run School District is another very exciting aspect. Through the work of the administrative office, as well as the community and the Vermont Department of Health, we're coming together to work on the whole school, whole child, whole community framework to improve wellness policies in all of the schools in Franklin or in St. Albans, Fairfield. So St. Albans City, St. Albans Town, BFA, and Fairfield. So there's a couple of great meetings that are going to be coming up where we're going to be talking about how to strengthen our wellness policies at that level. And then our small business umbrella, which has really emerged in St. Albans as a wonderful place for micro businesses. And there's some ideas of modeling that in other communities, probably more updates on that in November. But our next quarterly meeting for our small business umbrella group will be on November 2nd. It's 8 to 9:30, and it's at the RE/MAX office in St. Albans. And just so everybody knows, we do provide a really delicious buffet of food at these. So if anybody has a small business, you're interested in coming, do not hesitate to reach out to Rise Vermont. We would love to have you join the Small Business Umbrella Initiative that's happening in our community. So I'm going to move to Highgate next. There's a lot of stuff happening in the Swanton, Highgate, Franklin area, but two really exciting things that are happening specifically in Highgate. Most recently, we hosted a show-up event, and the community came together to build a playground, which was supported through a number of different revenue sources, but a Rise Vermont mini grant to purchase the equipment. But we built a playground with the community in Highgate, and great day, lots of volunteers, and it went off without a hitch. So that was a really exciting thing. And now there's a playground in Highgate right next to the ice skating rink up there. And then the second thing that's happening is that Highgate is in the process of building their first sidewalk. So one of the things that Rise Vermont really strives to do is to create the conditions and the environment so that people are inspired to live healthier lifestyles. And so we're really excited about that project. We can't wait to see what this does for the community of Highgate to hopefully inspire people to get outside and walk around. And then finally in Enosburg, very exciting. It was International Walk to School Day. There were 2 drop-off locations, and over 80 children participated last week in the Enosburg Walk to School. So very excited about what's happening in that community with those kiddos up there to get them to think differently about how they move around in their community. So moving over to the islands, quick update from Moretti. He is in full swing at Folsom, at the Folsom School in South Hero. Lots of exciting things. I had the privilege of going there yesterday and meeting the new principal, Susan McKelvey, having lunch with this delicious quinoa black bean dish that the school cafeteria produced, and just really exciting stuff that's happening over in the islands. They have great ideas in terms of how they're going to implement some of the resources that Rise Vermont is providing them with. So more to come on Folsom, and I'm just going to say drumming to pique everybody's interest. So Richford is another community that we have been working in, and I've personally, as a program manager, have been really working very closely with a group of people, amazing people in Richford, on their Promise Community Grant. And a lot of great work and thinking. We've hosted community cafes in Richford. A lot of really interesting ideas came out of those cafes, and I'm very, very pleased to say that tonight at the community cafe, the third one, Richford is going to be releasing what they think, how those resources should be intended to be used, and recreation is one of those resources. Very exciting to have that be the thing that really came out of those community meetings, that having safe places for children to play was one of the things that came out of those community meetings. And so another quick update, and I think people that live in Richford know this, but the Richford Playground has new equipment in it, and some of that was supported by Rise. Very happy to see what they've done there. And part of the Promise Community Grant is going to be to install playground equipment for the younger children in that community. Very excited to see where that goes. And also Richford, if you live up that way, you may have noticed a few new bike racks along the way in Richford and Enosburg. So really excited that Rise Vermont was able to support that community and give them some bike racks. We do have more bike racks, so if any communities are interested in getting some, please do not hesitate to call us or email us at info@risevt.com. And then finally, Rise Vermont is really intentionally working on our scorecards. So if anybody's been engaged with us, or you're a certified Rise Vermont business, municipality, or school, you know that the way to do that is to go through our scorecard process, which has now intentionally been tied to our results-based accountability. So how we measure whether or not we're making an impact on the community in a positive way, and we're actually doing what we intended to do when we first started this program. So really excited to say that we have begun the process, and it is a process of working through the municipal and business scorecards. So there's some tweaks and some changes that we've made this year, and we'll be reaching out. And if you're interested in finding out if you are Rise Vermont certified through our scorecard program, we'd love it if you would reach out to us, and we can send one of our wellness specialists into your business or your town and look at how you're measuring up on our scorecard. So we have a bronze, a silver, and a gold level. And we'd love to work with you to see how wellness is important to you in your business. Last few updates actually are going to be coming from NMC, but before I do that, I just wanted to also send a quick shout out and a thank you to all of the schools in Franklin County and Grand Isle who participated in our measurement project that we just wrapped up over the last 2 weeks. The project went much smoother than we ever thought it would go. The Vermont Department of Health, Northwestern Medical Center, Rise Vermont, and the team from Lifestyle Medicine were able to gather a tremendous amount of data for the future health and well-being of our community in all of the schools in Franklin County and most of the schools in Grand Isle County. So just a quick shout out to all the schools to thank them for their participation and willingness to be part of this. And then finally, I just want to give a couple of Northwestern Medical Center updates. And basically the orthopedic and rehabilitation photo contest. So if you haven't seen this, it is on our Facebook page on Rise Vermont. It's also on NMC's Facebook page. But we're going to be accepting entries until October 17th. and that is the mobility challenge. So we're really trying to find out if you could take a picture of mobility and what mobility means to you. The other thing that's really exciting, and I just scheduled mine today, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. October is. So if you could make your appointment in October or November, you'll be entered to win, I think it's a $250 gift card to JPeak. So please, if you need more information on that, you can go to Northwestern Medical Center's website. But October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so please get in there and schedule your mammography so that you're doing the preventative work that you need to do. And then finally, Northwestern Medical Center is going to be publishing our annual report that's going to be coming out the second week of November. And Rise Vermont, as we did last year, will have a section in there. So we'll be sharing a lot more about what we've been up to over this last year. Thank you so much for joining me on our update section for the month, and look forward to seeing you again next month.